Welcome, Dia. Thank you
Hi.
so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thanks.
So, how does it feel to come back here now?
They've changed quite a few things, but apart
Right.
from that, yeah, it feels like
Right.
nostalgic.
So, can you share with us what in a day of a tech consultant look like?
Initially, when I started out 2 years back, it was I had to learn the technology that we were selling. So there are different verticals in tech consulting, but हमारे यहाँ पे we have a CRM, and that is what we implement for different offices and different companies. So the first 6-8 months was just learning कि CRM क्या कर सकता है, what is capable with this CRM, and then implementing it, understanding the requirements of the company, and then implementing the same. So that was the first 6 to 8 months. After that, reaching out to the clients, pitching what is possible, discussing internally, and then implementing those things end to end, testing it, and then delivering it is one project. So there are 4 to 5 different projects that you handle at a time as you progress further.
So it's like totally dynamic role and dynamic situations you tackle daily. So even though it's a dynamic situation, some may like, some may not. Like, what excites you the most about this role then?
So at the end of the day, there is one product that you implement in different industries. So at the end of the day, वो product it gets boring because you just know there's one thing and वो implement करना है. But there are multiple industries and they tell you their requirement, and then you fit in what your capabilities are into those requirements. So I started with manufacturing, understanding what they need from a CRM, what they need from a technology standpoint. Then moving on to the next industry, which is pharmaceutical industry, understanding what they need and how technology and how automation can help them. Then the next project was mutual fund industry. So multiple industries give you multiple insights, multiple perspectives, multiple requirements, and then you come back and you figure out, are we capable of building something for them, and then you go ahead and you build it. So that's the interesting part.
Understanding the requirements. Dealing with multiple industries, like how different industries adopt this tech innovation and the consultancy you give them.
So it's not easy for everyone to accept technological innovation or technological change, because if you are used to one particular way of at the end of the day, you're used to taking orders via email. Okay, and then you have to train that user कि नहीं भाई, you use CRM, you use our automation tool and take orders via there, and then you ensure that you update things accordingly on the CRM. Don't do it on email. Email makes mistakes, manual changes, everything. So getting the users to adopt it is not easy. If there's a industry which already, or there's a company that already has used some sort of automation, then it's easier to pitch our automation ideas to them. But if, say, a pharmaceutical industry company that I'm working with now, they have never worked with CRM before. They need to hire the users, they need to train the users. So before even understanding the requirements, I know that 50% of my effort will go in training the users, not building the CRM. So that challenge is always there.
Definitely, it's like a challenge to convince them if they haven't gone through and aware of the technology. And another aspect is this role requires like crucial balance between staying motivated. As you said, you know the technology, you are the owner, and you need to pitch it to them and sell it to them to different industries, which they are not aware. So staying motivated for that, and also at the other time, once you get the feedback from them, get their data from them, that becomes sometimes noise also, like which data you want to tap on or work on. So how do you keep balance between staying motivated and not getting distracted by delivering projects at the right deadline?
So to be very honest, I work for PwC, so that brand name is good enough to get your foot in the door.
Got it.
Okay, so that is more than enough. Plus, if I have already worked with, say, Apollo Pharmaceuticals, it's very easy to pitch to, say, Sun Pharmaceuticals. I'd say, Apollo, we have done this, because of this, their automation has increased, their workload has reduced, revenue has increased, then even the next company will want to hear ki, yeah, even we are interested. So that's a good way to pitch. First, having worked previously, that's a good way to pitch. And then once you have established ki, in pharmaceuticals, I've done these clients, it's easy to pitch to the next one. Then they're ready to pay you that extra also. But then again, you have to jump into mutual funds, or again, if you jump to manufacturing, you have to prove you have to say that I already understand what you want. Let me build it for you. So, I mean, initially the PwC brand name is good enough to pitch to a new client. But then if you've already worked before for another company, then their competitors also want to jump in.
As you said, like the brand name opens door for you, but then you need to create your own path. So in creating that path, how important are the soft skills as like you, along with the tech main course?
Right. So soft skills are extremely important in terms of communication. At the end of the day, you can know everything about the system, but if you can't pitch it, they, even if I've pitched you the most complicated, telling you something complicated that you won't understand, you will not pay for it. And we're not talking like in thousands, right? We're talking in crores. Because utne tak ka, that's how much we charge for. So I should understand what your knowledge of the system is while talking to you, and I can pitch at that level. And I have to explain to you that, sir, you have a user. Today his life is very tough. Let me make it easy by implementing this CRM for them. And I get that it will be a major investment for you, but baad mein jaake your mistakes will be less, revenue will increase, you'll be able to scale much better, all those things. So soft skills are very important.
Like, definitely you've got this mindset. So can you recall like any courses, any faculty members, or any PDP sessions outside classroom activities at BITSoM that like really helped you and you even implement at this point of time?
Right. So see, the hard skills that they teach, like finance, marketing, those concepts are very good for like a whiteboard discussion. But when you're pitching to the client, the soft skills are the most important at the end of the day. So in terms of PDP, that was very good in telling how you are as a person. Johari window, PDP, personal development plan, all that is good to tell you how you are as a person. And then once you are self-aware, you are capable of understanding how you will react to someone who's different. So you know how to talk to them. And then once you are self-aware, now you can see how a person's characteristics are, and you're good at judging other people also. So, for example, my first manager, she was extremely relaxed, and she didn't like someone bombarding her with too many questions. And I am not a relaxed person in general. So it was not easy for me to sort of talk to her and every day, every hour ask her questions. It was very easy for her to get irritated with me. And now my next manager, she is an over-hyper person, more than me. So I know that I have to check in with her every hour. For the relaxed person, I had to check in every morning. Vedita, kal ye hua tha. This is happening today. So just...
even how to build a rapport with the people who work there.
And you have to adjust to how the other person is. You can never have your way unless you're at that position. So at least while building your career, you have to adjust.
Yeah, that's great. Like, and another thing, this wave of artificial intelligence currently going on. So how it is impacting different industries and even the tech consulting firms like you. So even you need to keep up to date day to day. So how is it creating an impact, and how do you see a future of it in different industries?
I think that artificial intelligence will affect each and every industry, no matter what. Okay, other than maybe even public speaking or even therapist ka jo role hai. Because today at the end of the day, I can even ask ChatGPT, can you tell me how I should de-stress? Or even if I'm going through a heartbreak, I can ask ChatGPT, I'm going through a heartbreak, my partner said this, what do I do? And ChatGPT will give me a very logical and very good answer. I may not need a therapist for this. And every industry that has human emotion, also ChatGPT is taking over. So it's extremely important to understand prompt engineering. That's the basic. And after that, understand what AI tools are already available. So for example, people don't even know that, there's gamma.ai to make slides or anything that can even make your music, or,
like Gen
these,
AI tools, lots of Gen AI tools.
That people don't have any idea. So it's extremely important. But to start out with prompt engineering, because
what advice will you be giving to future aspirants, MBA aspirants, or current students who want to follow the same career path as you?
I think be very open to change, because this career path may not be like what I am doing today. That may not be the same role tomorrow. So be very open to change, be very agile, and there is nothing like the same career path, because when I started, computer science engineering was in high demand. 2017 when I started my engineering. Now I don't think that computer science engineers are in demand. Now there are, there is another form of engineering that's coming in now. Finance or some other fields are in demand. Then when I got into my MBA, product management role was high in demand. Now there are hardly any product management roles. And in the future, I won't be surprised when my role is also taken over. I have to run forward. So the idea is to be agile and stay with the market trend. So that's the most important.
So any of the BITSoM's value you quite resonate with?
Right. Resilience, persistence, and agility.
So they have I can also connect with that, because BITSoM is provides you really with that startup culture, agility, resilience. And any one word which comes to your mind when you hear BITSoM or even connect?
Transformative, because I started my 20s with BITSoM and I have transformed as a person because of it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.